I'm Spider Saloff, and I'm going to make a recipe today that is very simple and very fun, and the name is Philly sausage risotto. Risotto in quotation marks, because we're not using real risotto, we're actually making it from long grain white rice. And this is a recipe that you could possibly put together from leftovers that you have. That would be a simple midweek thing you may want to do for your family, but it's also pretty enough and delicious enough to serve for a dinner party. And what makes that extra appealing is that you can put it all together ahead of time and then just stick it in the oven when the guests arrive, and then you don't miss a minute of that party. Why have a party if you can't even go as a guest? So then you'll be able to party like crazy and enjoy yourself and serve some delicious food. Well, I'll show you the ingredients. First of all, we start out with 2 cups of cooked white long grain rice, and you may have this as a leftover or you prepare it just for this meal. Then I use Italian hot sausage, and what I do is I take these out of the casings and I make these little baby sausage balls out of it, and you put it in a covered dish with about 1 inch of water and cook it in the microwave. Then you drain the water and it takes a lot of the fat out, and they turn into these cute little sausage balls. And then our fresh ingredients, these baby plum tomatoes, 10 or 15 of them is fine for the recipe. Then I like to use a sweet pepper, either red or yellow or orange, which I cut into these little pieces. Now you can either use like a whole red or orange pepper. I love to use these cute little baby peppers that you can get sometimes because they're very sweet and very, very colorful and delicate. Then a tablespoon of capers, and this is a cup of shredded Asiago cheese. You also could use a shredded Parmesan, but anything that's kind of a delicious Italian sort of sharp flavored cheese will work. And then fresh cut basil. Maybe you'll be able to pull it out of the garden if it's early enough in the season, but that takes a while here in Chicago, so usually you have to get it at the produce stand. And then the main ingredient, most important, Philadelphia cooking cream, savory garlic flavor. And one of the unique qualities of this is that it does have this delicious creamy texture. When it mixes and marries with the rice, it gives it truly the quality of real risotto because it has this soft, creamy texture. So now all we have to do is put all the ingredients together. So I'm going to layer these in here. We'll start with a little bit of the rice. Make sure it's not clumping up. A bit of rice. Some of the sausage. Few of the tomatoes, capers, about half in there, the peppers, color, fresh basil, and some of the Asiago, and add our first dollop of savory garlic cooking cream. More rice. Sausage. See how little fat there is in there? Rest of the peppers. Tomatoes. Basil. Rest of the basil. Rest of the capers. Rest of that Asiago. this. And the rest of the cooking cream. And now, I'm going to blend this together. Make sure all the ingredients are marrying each other, having a lovely time together. There we are. And the smell is beautiful already because the cooking cream has a beautiful, pure garlic fragrance that blends so well with the fresh basil. And this is a beautiful recipe for any time of the year. It has all the fresh ingredients that make us think of summer or spring, but also it's hearty enough to serve in the winter as well. I'm going to scrape that off there because we don't want to miss any of that yummy. And now I'm going to cover this, and we're going to put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 30 minutes. We'll be back. Oh, the party's going on. I think it's time to take it out of the oven. Shall we see? Okay. Look at that. I wish this was in smell around. It smells incredible. There we are, Philly sausage risotto. Now, I may be from Chicago, as far as you know, but originally, I'm from Philly. So do you want to eat or don't yous?